Oh, ladies and gentlemen, you know what time it is. It is time to predict each game for week 7 of the NFL season. Last week's prediction record that I had, I went 11-3. I did amazing. Once again, let's try to go 15-0 on these game picks. First up, we got Thursday Night Football. We got Broncos versus Saints. We got Sean Payton going back to New Orleans where it all started, where he won a Super Bowl over there with Drew Brees and all that. And I do think the Broncos are going to take a W over the Saints. I just think the Broncos are just the more together team. The Saints, they have a terrible offense. They started 2-0 and they've dropped their last 4, and they've been playing terrible football. And just recently, they had the Buccaneers drop 50 on their heads at their home stadium. The Broncos are winning this game. Then we got an early morning rising game. We got the London game. We got Patriots versus Jaguars. I'm taking the Patriots over the Jaguars, man. The Jaguars they haven't changed. Even if they play in London, they still play god-awful. Like, they lost so badly to the Bears. Their defense looks horrible. And what Drake May did against the Texans, it just tells me that Drake May looks more confident than Trevor Lawrence. And that says something. A rookie quarterback more confident than a veteran quarterback that has been in the playoffs before. Just give me the Patriots over the Jaguars. The Patriots are going to steamroll the Jags. Then we got a pretty winnable game for Atlanta against Seattle, and I'm going to take the Falcons over the Seahawks because, look, Falcons are red hot. They found their rhythm offensively and defensively in some cases. The Seahawks, they went from 3-0 to 3-3, and they're probably going to drop another game because their defense is horrendously terrible. And I don't know if I need to blame Geno Smith for the losses, but he's also been underperforming as well. So, yeah, there's a lot of cases Falcons are winning. Then this is going to be my upset of the week. Browns over Bengals. This is why. Browns just have owned the Bengals over the past couple of years. And it's a division rivalry game. Anything can happen in those games. They're pretty tight too. And look, I know the Bengals have a great offense. But look, Browns defense, they still got some light shown against the Eagles, against those 2 elite receivers in that running game that the Eagles had. And the return of Nick Chubb, show some light for the Browns and finally get a win. I think that can happen. So give me the Bengals over the Browns. I mean, Browns over Bengals. I'm easily taking the Colts over the Dolphins. No matter who the Dolphins face, as long as they don't have Tua starting, they're going to lose very badly. And this is a Colts team at home, possibly getting Jonathan Taylor back. And Joe Flacco is a great quarterback still at almost 40 years old. Colts easily over Dolphins. Then we got the return of Saquon back to New York. This is an interesting game, and I'm definitely taking the Eagles over the Giants. The Eagles are going to demolish the Giants. Saquon's going to go off. He's going to have over 100 yards combined and multiple touchdowns. Guaranteeing Saquon is going to go off this game because I'm guaranteeing he wants to against his former team that did him dirty. I also don't have to talk about this game, Panthers versus Commanders. Yeah, everyone's taking the Commanders, and I'm taking the Commanders as well. This is not going to be close. Jay Daniels is going to shit on the Panthers. Then we got the Tennessee Titans going to Buffalo to face Josh Allen and the Bills with newly acquired Amari Cooper. This game is not going to be close. It's not going to be close. Titans are getting dog-walked by the Buffalo Bills. Give me the Bills over the Titans. Then we got an amazing game to watch. Texans versus Packers. Jordan Love versus CJ Stroud. I'm going to take the quarterback I trust more and the team that has looked better and has played dominant most of the season. And that is going to be the Houston Texans. I'm taking them over the Packers. It's a tough game to pick. It's going to be a great game, but I'm taking the Texans over the Packers. Then we got a very important game for the NFC North. Both of these teams are top 10, and they're in their own division. This is going to be amazing. This is going to be absolute cinema. Vikings are 5-0. I understand that. They're contenders. They are a great team. But the Lions are going to humble the Vikings. And the Lions are once again going to dog walk the Vikings on the road. Just like they did to the Cowboys and just like they did to the Seahawks when they were at home. I'm taking the Lions over the Vikings. And we got the Las Vegas Raiders versus the Los Angeles Rams. I mean, nothing entertaining about this game. No one's going to be watching this game other than fans for both teams. I guess give me the Rams at home. I mean, I trust Matt Stafford more than Aiden O'Connell, I guess. So, yeah. Then we got a long-awaited Super Bowl 54 and last year's Super Bowl rematch. Chiefs versus Niners, both these teams know each other very well. CMC could possibly return this game, which could give the Niners the edge to win. But no matter what, Patrick Mahomes just owns the Niners, man. In the regular season and in both of the Super Bowls he played against them. Give me the Chiefs over the 49ers on the road. Then we have the long-awaited return finally happening. Davante Adams and Aaron Rodgers are reuniting in this game on Sunday Night Football to face the Steelers on the road. Look, the Jets, man, they're a complete mess. Their locker room is a mess. They fired Robert Saleh. This is the worst case scenario possible, but they got Davante. Their O-line looked terrible, and especially against the Steelers defense on the road. I'm sorry, but I got to give the Steelers the edge over the Jets. I just think it's going to look ugly. First game with Davante Adams and Rodgers back together. I think it's going to look ugly. It's not going to look good. Give me the Steelers over the Jets. Then we got one of two Monday Night Football matchups. Chargers versus Cardinals. Two elite quarterbacks, Justin Herbert and Kyler Murray going head-to-head. Who do I think is going to come out on top? I'm going to take the Chargers. I'm going to give them the edge over the Cardinals. They have a better defense. They have a better elite quarterback, better coaching. They should win this game over the Cardinals. Last but definitely not least, my Tampa Bay Buccaneers are going to be facing the Baltimore Ravens on Monday Night Football. And this is going to be one of the best games to watch in Week 7. And I'm telling you, man, I know Lamar Jackson's 22-1 against the NFC. But you also have to know this. Baker Mayfield knows Lamar Jackson very well. They've played each other in the AFC North so many times in the past. And anything can happen in the NFL. Upsets happen, man. I don't give a shit. I don't give a shit. The Baltimore Ravens used to be 0-2. Now they're 4-2. Well, now you stepped into the Lions' den. You stepped into Tampa Bay. And the first game back after the hurricane, the Buccaneers have something to play for. Give me my Tampa Bay Buccaneers over the Baltimore Ravens, and they're going to shock the world.